The movie begins on the evening of July 4th, when Ava arrives at her hometown Southport to get ready for her best friend Danica's engagement. Along with the excitement of her friend's big day, Ava is also nervous because she'll be seeing her high school boyfriend Milo again after years. Danica is getting engaged to their old friend Teddy, whose father happens to be the mayor of Southport. Ava and Milo are both thrilled to reunite after such a long time. After the engagement party, the four friends decide to relive their old memories by drinking, smoking, and watching fireworks together. On their way, they meet their old friend Stevie and her friend Hannah. However, Stevie still holds a grudge against everyone because after high school, they all left town for college, while she had to stay back due to her family's situation. But after some convincing, she agrees to join them. The five of them get into the car, laughing, drinking, and joking around until they reach their favorite spot, the hilltop from where the entire city's fireworks can be seen clearly. Everything seems fun until Teddy, in his drunken state, stands in the middle of the road. Even when a car comes speeding toward him, he refuses to move. Milo barely manages to push him out of the way in time, but Teddy doesn't stop acting foolish. And because of his recklessness, a pickup truck swerves suddenly to avoid hitting them and ends up falling into a ravine. The five friends rush toward the edge and try to save the driver. The man inside tries breaking the glass and grabs Teddy's jacket to save himself. But before they can pull him out, the truck slips from their hands and crashes down the cliff, killing the driver instantly. They all freeze in shock, realizing that the accident happened because of Teddy's carelessness. Ava insists they should go down and try to save the man, but the cliff is too steep and dangerous. It's impossible to reach him. Teddy calls the police and ambulance, but soon fear takes over. They realize the blame will fall on them. So instead of waiting, they flee the scene and run to Teddy's house. There, Teddy makes everyone swear never to tell anyone what happened. Ava, feeling guilty, argues they should confess, but Danica calms her down, saying Teddy's father will handle everything. Exactly 1 year later, Ava returns to Southport again for Danica's bridal shower. At the airport, she meets a stranger named Tyler. Their interaction is short but friendly, and they quickly hit it off. So when Milo comes to pick Ava up, she invites Tyler to join them for the ride to Southport. During the drive, Tyler reveals she is the host of a podcast called Live, Laugh, Slaughter, and she's there to record an episode about the 1997 fisherman Ben Willis murders, a series of brutal killings that once terrorized the town. At the party, Ava and Milo meet Danica and Stevie again. But now, Danica and Teddy have broken up, and she's engaged to another man named Wyatt. While Danica opens her gifts in front of everyone, she finds a note inside one of the boxes. "I know what you did last summer." Her face turns pale. She tries to act normal when Wyatt walks in, but later secretly shows the note to Ava, Milo, and Stevie. They're all shocked. They wonder who could have sent it, because the man named Sam, the driver who died in that accident, was confirmed dead, and no one else was there that night. Danica suspects Teddy, thinking he's playing a cruel prank out of revenge. So Ava, Milo, and Stevie go to the docks to confront him on his boat. But when they show Teddy the note, he gets furious and denies having anything to do with it. Angry at their accusation, he kicks them off his boat. That night, as Danica relaxes in her bathtub upstairs, Wyatt is downstairs, when suddenly a harpoon arrow pierces through him. A mysterious figure in a black raincoat appears and brutally kills Wyatt with a sharp hook. Danica, wearing headphones, doesn't hear the noise. But when she comes downstairs later, she is horrified to see Wyatt's lifeless body hanging over the fireplace. Panicked, she runs to the police with her friends. But even as time passes, the murders continue. They gather again, trying to figure out who could be behind it. Wyatt wasn't even there that night, so why was he killed? Someone clearly knows their secret. Milo begins suspecting Tyler, since during the drive, she had shown an unusual obsession with the 1997 murders. Ava hesitates, but decides to meet Tyler to find out the truth. Tyler takes her to the old shop where the original Fisherman murders took place. She begins describing the story of Ben Willis in disturbing detail, so much that Ava starts feeling uneasy. Ava secretly calls Milo and Stevie for help, but before they arrive, the killer in the black raincoat appears behind her. Tyler is still upstairs, unaware. The killer attacks both of them, trapping Ava in a cage and chasing Tyler. Tyler tries to fight back, pulling off the killer's mask, but it's too late. The killer hangs her from the ceiling right in front of Ava and Stevie. Police arrive and investigate the scene, promising strict action. But Ava and her friends know no one will help them. Ava then visits Julie, a college professor and a survivor of the 1997 Fisherman murders. Julie has left that life behind, but seeing Ava's fear, she warns her, "You can't run from this. You have to fight back before he kills you all." Meanwhile, at a town meeting, Teddy's father, the mayor, dismisses everything as suicide to protect the town's reputation. But Ray, Stevie's boss, and another survivor from 1997, believes evil has returned. Ava, Milo, and Stevie decide to track the truck owner from the accident. They discover it was registered under the town's pastor. At the same time, Danica and Teddy visit the cemetery, where they find Sam's grave with fresh flowers. Someone has been visiting. They convince the caretaker to check the CCTV footage, but before he can, the killer arrives, slits his throat, and cuts the cables. When the caretaker doesn't return, Teddy goes to look for him, and the killer attacks Danica, chasing her into an old building. She hides under a parade float, but he finds her. Just when he's about to kill her, Teddy arrives and saves her, though the killer escapes. That night, as everyone sleeps at Teddy's house, Ava and Milo get close. But when Ava admits she's still not over the trauma, Milo awkwardly leaves to fetch his phone charger. Outside, the killer ambushes him, strangles him with a rope, breaks his neck, and drives off with his body. Ava thinks Milo left in anger. The next day, she and Danica go to the church to find out about Pastor and Sam's relationship. There, they meet Hannah again. Danica sneaks into the pastor's office and finds photos of him with Sam, confirming the connection. She suspects the pastor might be the killer. When Ava questions the pastor, he avoids answering and goes inside to get a book. So Ava quickly texts Danica to warn her. Danica escapes, and they go to the police. But instead of listening, the police arrest them for harassing the pastor. That night, the killer breaks into Teddy's house and attacks him. Teddy fights back, but is stabbed repeatedly. When his father rushes in, the killer drives the hook straight through his throat. Moments later, chaos erupts as both bodies are found at the police station. Ava, Danica, and Stevie are devastated. Then Milo's car is found nearby with Milo's corpse inside. Terrified, the three girls decide to flee Southport on Teddy's boat with Ray's help. Meanwhile, police go to arrest the pastor, only to find him already dead, killed by the same hook. One officer then notices a photo of Sam with Stevie standing next to him. At that moment, on the boat, the killer reveals herself. It's Stevie. She confesses that she was in a relationship with Sam. That night, Sam had borrowed the pastor's truck to stop her from partying, but he died because of her friends. When she found out, she vowed revenge, especially since Teddy's father bribed everyone to cover it up. Danica and Ava fight back. Ray arrives and shoots Stevie after she kills Danica with her hook. Stevie falls into the water, seemingly dead. As Ray takes Ava back to shore, she calls Julie to tell her Stevie was the killer. But Julie grows suspicious. How could Stevie do it all alone? Julie searches Stevie's background and realizes Ray might have been helping her. Meanwhile, Ava notices a scar on Ray's back, the same spot where she had stabbed the killer earlier. She realizes the horrifying truth. Ray was part of it too. Ray admits he helped Stevie because he didn't want the 1997 murders to be forgotten. He planned to blame everything on Julie. But before he can kill her, Ava grabs a harpoon gun and shoots him in the back, killing him instantly. Later, Danica miraculously survives after floating to shore. In the hospital, she and Ava decide to stay together forever. They're each other's soulmates now. But just when everything seems fine, they learn that Stevie is still alive. Jokingly, they say they'll have to finish her off together. In the post-credit scene, Julie's old survivor friend Carla watches the news about Ray's death. Suddenly, Julie appears at her door, panicked, showing a text message that reads, "It's not over." Julie asks for Carla's help to end the new killer once and for all. And with that, the movie ends.